to video 3 out of 4 videos of the 6 golden nuggets, or the steps to becoming a wedding mastermind. This is Rick Brewer, and we're glad you could come back and join us once again. As a review, let's go back and talk about what we learned in the first few videos. In video number 1, we covered nuggets number 1 and 2, which were written plans, where they had the wedding mastermind who dominates their market has written plans of a strategy for marketing. They have a sales plan, and they also have their goals written down. Further, nugget number 2 was they understand the power of 1%, which is they know that just that extra little bit is what helps them get into first place. In video number 2, we covered nuggets 3 and 4, which was a stepped process where they understand that they got to get the bride to the next obvious step and nothing further. And they have to hold their hands to get them there. And then nugget number 4 was the owner versus consumer mentality. Brides speak their own languages, and knowing what language they speak and how to speak it to them will greatly increase your closing ratios. Now, video number 3, let's get on to the next nugget, which is nugget number 5. They consult and give information freely. Too many times, brides are scared to make a move with you because they almost feel like you're going to hold them down and you're going to steal their purse. You're going to be this traditional salesperson who's going to oversell and underdeliver. And this is the one day that they cannot have these offers of buy now and receive something off when you've never done business with them. And we kind of understand what that means when somebody's offering you a discount before you even walk through their doors. They see these offers of call today and we'll throw in XYZ. Again, why don't they just throw that in anyhow? And then hurry, select dates are now being booked. The select dates that are now being booked are the 363 days, which they haven't booked of next year. When they see this type of sales approach in their marketing and in their face-to-face approach, they turn off and they shut down. They build a wall of resistance between you and them because they simply don't trust you. In fact, they mistrust you. Now take that approach and try this approach where you become more of a consultative salesperson, where you consult with them. You give them great ideas and you give them what they're looking for without being pushy, but yet being confident. Imagine that you saw some of those other approaches on a sales ad, and then you see right next to it an ad that looks something similar to this. Attention brides, did you know that studies that date back 30 years show that the perfect wedding reception has 4 elements to it? Brides across the country are now confirming these studies. When you have these 4 elements, you will have the time of your life, your guests will be talking about it for years to come, and your wedding reception will be the standard which your unmarried friends compare their reception to. Let's face it, ladies, the average bride has not been married before and has 0 experience or training in how to hire someone who can create the reception of a lifetime. For a free report, 5 questions you should ask every DJ before you hire one, simply call, fill in the phone number. Now, have we talked about what the 4 elements are? No. We create this report based around the idea of the 4 elements which you are strong and dominating in. And when you create this data-driven approach, this is what the brides are looking for. How many times have you gotten a phone call where a bride's calling you up and saying, how much do you charge? And it has nothing to do with price, but it has everything to do with their priority. The brides aren't dreaming of saving a few bucks on their wedding. They are dreaming, however, in this case, when hiring a DJ, they're dreaming of hiring somebody that's going to just rock the house and give them the party that will be the best of their life. And that's what we need to focus on. When we focus on that, we end up getting a lot more trust. We need to be intriguing with our marketing. We need to get them enough information to get them to move, but not so much that we burden them. And we also need to take them by the hand, like I said in the step process, and tell them exactly what to do next. Now, I understand that sometimes it's hard for us to look from ourselves outward and judge ourselves wise. I recommend highly that you find somebody else to help you to look at your advertising, and even better yet, run it by some of your current bridal bookings to see how they feel about it before you put it out there, and then have them judge it for you. Nugget number 6. They don't let up on the gas. Listen, right now, this is the time of year when brides are booking and brides are busy looking for vendors, or they're starting their wedding process. But other times of the year when it gets a little bit slower in your area, think about this. What happens when you let up on the gas now? Because brides book so far out that the efforts that we take today are going to affect us 6, 8, 12 months down the road. If we're hurting now, it's because 6, 8, 12 months back we weren't putting our foot on the gas to keep our business stuff going. The marketing and the sales stuff is something that has to be perpetually keep on rolling. This is the mechanism of a good business that will keep you rolling. In our world, if you look at things like this, the biggest tree can be cut down by a skilled person taking 5 good swats at it a day. I say 5 to 9. If you increase it, if you double it, then it's going to come back at you even faster. With a sharp axe, is going to give you a result. So let's define in our world the tree equals. We've got to become an option to these girls. They've got to know that we're out there. If they don't know that we're here, there's no way that they can potentially even choose us because they don't know us. Second, the 5 to 9 good swats at the tree with the sharp axe is our daily, weekly, monthly actions towards our goal. And then our goal is not, this is where people get mistaken. The result that we're looking for is not sales. It's appointments. Because we need to make sure that we are a match even before we go forward. If we're booking girls who are not a match, we're going to get a really lousy reputation in our market. So you've got to get them to the appointment by simply shifting what you're looking at there and how you're looking at your marketing strategy to getting them to the appointment as opposed to getting them to the sale. That is worth the price of admission right there. Shift how you look at what your result is. Get more appointments, you're going to get more sales. You need to sharpen your skills, though. I mentioned that a skilled person with a sharp axe is what's necessary. There's a bridal buying cycle. Typically, the marketing and sales that you do today, as I mentioned, have their effect 6 to 12 months down the road. You've got to get better at how you're marketing, where you're marketing. Now, I promised you 6 nuggets. I'm going to go ahead and throw in a bonus nugget here. And then the next entire video is going to be totally great bonus materials where I'm going to also throw in a special offer for you that has never been offered anywhere in the wedding world before. You're going to want to take a look at that. Nugget number 7, you need to be innovative. Innovation is what makes our worlds go round. Business is like a baby to us. Our businesses are just like our kids. Now, sometimes our kids are not quite as beautiful as others might think that they are, or that we think that they are. Others might not look at them quite the same way. But they're still our babies. And studies show that 90% of what was taught today will be forgot by tomorrow morning. That being said, we need to become a wedding mastermind as a journey, not as an event. We need to continue the process of learning. And by becoming innovative in what we do, by throwing in new ideas and testing and trying things, we're going to fail. But understand that through that failure is where we truly learn. The depth of our marketing requires more attention to get a better result. By just putting a few minutes into it a day, not going to work for you. You need to put an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I recommend that my clients work up to 5 hours a day of marketing, strictly marketing. Winners never fall to the top. Your business is by design, not by default. When the wedding mastermind designs their business, they get the result that they're looking for. Now, in the next video, I promised you some extra bonuses that are going to be absolutely fabulous. I look forward to seeing you over there. We'll see you over at video number 4.